So last week I met Martin in Munich actually, so we have a good chat. So Martin contacted us at the IoT Barcelona to present his HWTrek platform, and we think that it's very interesting, and actually we are, after this accelerator, probably it's very interesting to know what the platform of HWTrek can do for Internet of Things startups. All yours.
Thank you, Mark. I'm Martin Feuerhahn. I'm visiting from Taiwan, and actually I spent the past 20 years in Asia shipping IT hardware to US and to Europe. And so I'm very privileged that I joined HWTrek. HWTrek is an online platform where we actually match creators, innovators, and any kind of startups who wants to produce sophisticated IT hardware. See, typically what happens at maybe during this kind of incubators, people developing ideas, developing a prototype, and then they reach a stage where they have to produce the hardware in mass production. And that now is a very difficult kind of process which most startups are not aware of. So we created the HWTrek platform, and actually there we can match the startups already very early on in the creation phase. They can come to us, and we match them with more than 200 industrial experts. As you know, that in Taiwan or from Taiwanese companies, most sophisticated hardware nowadays, like the iPhone or iPad or a Sony notebook, is produced by Taiwanese companies. So there's great expertise in Taiwan, and we found more than 200 industrial experts who are willing to share their expertise. So you can come very early on, you can ask for suggestions, what chipset to use, what solution to select, and to shape your product, to make it suitable to go crowdfunding. There are many crowdfunding platforms out there, like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and basically there it's more or less about the money. Startups go there and get the money, it's a very important part. But sometimes they indicate you in the sense of, wow, all you have to do is to get the money. But actually this is just pretty much a starting point, because from there you have to go and actually build your hardware. And this is actually where we help as well. We have a project team in Taiwan which will act as your product manager on site to get your product produced in Asia. It's mainly Taiwan and China right now. When you look at this slide, you probably, most of these companies you never have heard of. That's very typical for Taiwan. Many of these companies out here, for example, like Pegatron, is producing the Nest, which we talked about. That's one of these companies producing this. Companies like Wistron, producing MacBook Air. And so many of these companies out here you never have heard of, but they actually the companies behind the success of a kind of Motorola or Apple or HP out there. So we working with this OEM and OEMs, and as well, if you have a design house needs, in the sense of that you need people working on your circuits or working on a mechanical design, we can help there as well to match you with these experts. We don't do designs ourselves, we don't do production ourselves, we're independent. We look at your project, we analyze it, and then we match you with the most suitable factory in Asia. On a platform, you can go, you register yourself, it's all free. You can go, you can select an expert, you can look for the expertise. If you're looking for LED, you're looking for low power Bluetooth, you find an expert. You can contact the expert privately. You do not have to share your project. Or you can as well decide to upload your project. It's visible only to our experts, so you can discuss it more openly. And on the platform as well, we feature expert solutions. There's a whole industry in Asia delivering, or if it's, for example, an iBeacon. So a lot of the solutions you're probably looking for, you can select actually out of the supplier base, and it's already done, it's already there, and can be provided. So I encourage you to find me. I'm project mentor. My job is to help you, the projects and creators, to going. I think I need to mention something about cost. all this is free. Only when you decide to work with us on your project, in the sense that we are arranging the manufacturing process, and only then we charge a small percentage of the shipping value. And we only charge it once your hardware is shipping. So there's absolutely no upfront cost involved. Thank you.
How do you guys differ from Dragon Innovation?
Dragon Innovation is in the same space, and our approach is a little bit different. You don't have to join the acceleration program to work with us. You can come, you can meet an expert. There's no pre-selection, there's no upfront cost. We don't charge you $5,000 to look at your project. So we're much more open than Dragon Innovation.
Yes, that's one question. There is another question. Question?
Do you expect to have like a minimum value, minimum volume of children?
No.
So if I want to produce 10 units,
Yes, we were looking into. We will not always be able to find somebody who can produce 10 at a reasonable price. But basically, we work with factories, with large factories, and with small factories. But it's a good question because a lot of things is changing right now. I think it's not a big secret that the traditional PC industry has a lot of trouble. And so now what we see in Taiwan, that even the really large factories who used to produce millions of pieces are now really interested to talk to startups and to produce a first batch in small quantities, particularly after what happened to Nest. And because now they can see first time how much potential is in there. So you don't have to have a big quantity, and we will look at it and select a factory or sometimes even more like a workshop to produce a new product. We do both parts. We have an online platform where you can go and you can meet experts online. That is the first part, is the HWTrek platform. And we have a hardware acceleration team that actually works as your project manager, as your product manager, and then as well works on quality issues. So we're really on site at the factory, talking to the supplier and ensure the quantity. So we do both. We do the incubation period and we do the acceleration period after the project is funded.
Startup might need just one piece to see how it is, the advice?
Well, we can do this. We even have our own 3D printer, but typically there's not much of requirements. So many 3D print shops now, and basically where you can go and simply print it. So we usually not getting engaged in producing the prototype, but sometimes we help shaping the prototype. And you come to us and you say, I want to build this. So our industrial design expert, for example, can make suggestions like where to place, what components for heat issues or for radiation issues in the sense of noise and this sort of things. Well, we sign an NDA basically to protect your property. So and you decide how much you want to share with whom. On a platform, so you can contact expert privately and either share the project or just share the issue you have in the sense of maybe you want to connect a light bulb with a router. And but when you work with us, we sign an NDA, we sign a non-disclosure agreement to protect your property. See, Taiwan is a very developed IT industry because they produce for all these big guys. So this kind of issues that somebody is stealing your designs and all this, we don't face this there. It's I think it's too mature as an industry and pretty professional.
But then, so I guess you have a contract also with your producers?
Yes, of course. Actually, when we work as your project manager, you sign the contract directly with them. We want to work for you. We don't want to be the middleman. So you will talk directly. To the factory, sign contract directly. We will help you, we are there for you, but we don't want to be you in the factory.
I have two questions actually. One is about, you said that you take a percentage of the final value of the product?
Yes, of the shipping value, typically of the order value.
Okay. And second Ken, do you work, so what's the percentage more or less?
It really depends on a project, on the shipping value and the quantities. It's typically something like 5 to 8%.
And do you help with logistics directly from China, like drop shipping and stuff like that?
Yes, we arrange that. We can arrange this with logistic providers to ship it globally, or to ship it to a certain destination, or to container load or air freight, or it's kind of standard for us, yes.
There is not a main topic to project you have. You have the different prototypes.
Yes. Well, we take all kind of different stuff. We did, for example, we did a toy very recently, one on Rome. It's a cuddly toy where you insert an iPhone, or we're doing a Guardian 1. This is like a beacon kind of product. We take any kind of project which is involved with, or which has some ICT basically. Once it has a chipset, has a circuit, and there's software involved. This is our specialty, and this is what we take. So we don't take mechanical designs like a bicycle, but once you have a sophisticated product with some ICT, we take it, doesn't matter what it is.
Is this a big program, or is it being worked a while? Do you have some examples of successes?
It's a new program. We started beginning of this year. So far we did Guardian 1, which is an armrest for children, which is backed, and we have Wonder and Rome, which is a toy. And right now we have 8 active projects which all will ship this year.
Do you help with certifications and all the procedures following?
Yes, I think it's a very good question. We help with certification. We cannot certify ourselves, so we're not a certification body. But basically, we analyze the product and as well can help you to apply for this. And sometimes we're even able to shorten the process, because we can guide you by selection of the components or the placement of the components to make it more simple. But certification is a headache, and it's cost and time involved. It's certainly true, yes.
Are you based in Europe? Or
I'm based in Taiwan for many, many years.
So communication is called email, Skype?
We have a German office in Germany, close to Dortmund, and as well, yes, there's communication, so Skype and email. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.